Hey everyone, and welcome back to another explainer. Today, we're taking a seriously epic journey to the very outer edge of our solar system to look at a world that feels, well, honestly, it feels like it was ripped straight out of a science fiction novel. We are talking about Neptune. It's this massive, distant blue sphere that exists as a total paradox. It is, all at once, a beautiful cosmic dream and an absolute terrifying nightmare. You know, astronomers and planetary scientists actually have a saying about this exact dichotomy. They'll tell you that the planet Neptune is a dream and a nightmare. And today we're going to draw directly from real astronomical observations to unpack that. We're going to see exactly how a planet can be the absolute most awe-inspiring place in our cosmic neighborhood while simultaneously packing a hostile environment that would literally destroy a visitor in a matter of seconds. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Neptune might absolutely be the most underrated planet in our entire solar system. I mean, Mars and Jupiter, they're always stealing the headlines, right? But Neptune is just sitting way out there in the dark, quietly holding some of the most mind-bending secrets in space. So let's dive into exactly why this incredible planet deserves our full attention.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, a beautiful cosmic dream.
Okay, so you really have to wrap your head around this first fundamental fact because it totally shifts your perspective. Neptune does not have a surface. You literally cannot land on it. Imagine you're on a spaceship. You take this decades-long journey. You finally arrive at this breathtaking blue marble, and there is absolutely nowhere to put your landing gear down. There is zero solid ground to walk on. It completely throws out how we normally think about planets, and it perfectly sets the stage for the totally bizarre environment hiding just beneath those upper clouds. Because there's no traditional surface, the immense atmospheric pressure as you go deeper creates this incredibly surreal environment. Scientists actually believe that deep down, Neptune houses this vast ocean of liquid carbon. And it gets crazier. Because of the crushing pressure squeezing the methane inside the planet, solid diamonds literally precipitate out and just float through this liquid carbon ocean. Add in these really faint secret rings and auroras that don't even align with the poles, and you're looking at a completely stunning, almost magical world.
But, and this is a massive but, that beautiful illusion hides a brutally hostile reality. This cosmic dream of floating diamonds is directly juxtaposed with a supersonic nightmare. We're talking hyper-violent winds, incredibly foul odors, and just absolute crushing atmospheric pressure. It is time to flip the coin and look at the dark side of Neptune.
Which brings us to Section 2, the supersonic nightmare.
Think about this number for a second, 150%. That is how fast the wind blows on Neptune relative to the speed of sound. It's insane. We are talking about sustained winds whipping around the planet at over 1,200 miles per hour. That makes them the absolute fastest winds in the entire solar system, bar none. Just imagine the worst Category 5 hurricane here on Earth, and then realize that Neptune's winds are moving faster than a military fighter jet.
And honestly, it isn't just the sheer speed of the wind, it's what that wind is carrying with it. If you were somehow able to visit, the sensory overload would just be unimaginable. First off, the smell. Neptune has this signature, deeply unpleasant scent of rotten eggs combined with heavy, choking ammonia. And that awful stench is constantly being churned up by these absolutely giant storms. And when I say giant, I don't mean a big thunderstorm. I mean these storms are sometimes the exact physical size of our entire planet Earth, and they just migrate and rip violently around the globe. So yeah, Earth-sized storms of rotten eggs and ammonia blowing faster than the speed of sound? No thanks.
Let's actually walk through the exact step-by-step sequence of your exceptionally bad day if you visited Neptune. Step 1. The very millisecond you arrived, you would instantly freeze and asphyxiate. Just boom, done. But your journey wouldn't end there. Step 2. Because of those supersonic winds we just talked about, your frozen body would be uncontrollably whipped around the entire planet. Step 3. As you're flying around, you'd slowly begin to sink deeply into those gas and liquid layers. Because remember, no surface to stop you. And finally, Step 4. You would sink deep enough into the planet's interior to get completely, utterly crushed by the immense atmospheric pressure. It's a truly gruesome but honestly scientifically fascinating chain of events.
Let's move on to Section 3, Unexplained Planetary Mysteries.
To understand why scientists are so puzzled by this place, we first have to establish its location. Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun. And yes, my sincerest apologies to all the Pluto fans out there, but under our current planetary classification, Neptune currently holds the title. Now, because it is sitting way, way out there at the very edge of the solar system, incredibly far from the warmth of our star, you would naturally expect it to be this completely dormant, freezing, totally inactive ball of ice and gas. right?
Well, that expectation makes this next fact incredibly strange. 2x. Neptune actually radiates over twice as much energy as it receives from the Sun. How on earth is that even possible for the farthest planet? Where is all that extra heat coming from? Astronomers currently believe it's highly possible this is leftover heat from the planet's initial formation billions of years ago. It's essentially acting like a giant cosmic battery that has been slowly, steadily leaking out its internal heat since the very dawn of the solar system.
But that internal heat creates a thermal anomaly that completely defies logic. There's a specific pocket within Neptune's freezing upper atmosphere that inexplicably reaches almost 900 degrees Fahrenheit. Just let that sink in for a second. Out in the darkest, coldest reaches of our solar system, sitting inside a supersonic storm of ammonia, a portion of the sky is practically boiling hot.
Which leaves us with one massive, lingering question. Why does the farthest freezing planet have a 900-degree atmosphere? And the truth is, based on current science, we just don't know for sure. It's like a giant puzzle piece that refuses to fit. Neptune defies our expectations at every single turn, proving that the universe is just far stranger and honestly far more exciting than we can possibly imagine. So, I'm going to leave you with that awesome mystery to ponder today. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you on the next one.